pasó con las luces? Las siento más encima de mí. ¿Por qué mi burro tiene pelos de gato? Erwin, Arthur.
1, 2, 3.
Erwin,
And I think we're live.
3.
Okay, we are
Oh
live.
my goodness, we are live.
So, welcome everyone to the
Unboring game of
So,
Yo tengo un problema.
¿Cuál
Me
es?
configuraste el YouTube para que agarrara la cámara de nada.
no problem.
¿No lo finaliza?
Okay,
Oh
¿No
my.
te agarra?
okay, no problem.
So
Okay.
what? Are we gonna start again, or what's going on?
No, just YouTube is having technical problems, but we are on Facebook and that's fine for now.
Technical problems.
Okay, so let's do this.
So what's up? What are we gonna do today?
We're gonna talk about rediscovering your fun and joy, because I think for a lot of people this period has been a little stressful and or boring. So
we have to look for joy.
we have to look for joy.
I know a few joys, but I'm not sure they're so joyful. Is that what you're referring to? Finding any kind of joy?
I mean, correlation and causation are not the same, so there can be a joy that's joyful, but one doesn't necessarily equal the other.
Okay, so any joy that is joyful, come on and join us.
Yes, we are here recruiting some joyful joys for this very special occasion. So I'm just trying to share this thing.
That's boring.
It's very boring. So yes.
So we're talking about joy.
Joy and fun. Because I think
So joy is girls and fun is a boy?
Not necessarily.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know any fun.
You don't know any fun?
No.
I wonder if someone is called fun. Yes.
If you know anyone that's called fun,
Oh my goodness, that would be the best
ask
name
them
ever.
to call us.
Yes.
Because we want to meet him.
That
or her.
would be the best name ever. Just being called. Could you imagine a very kind of depressed person called Fun? Like, could you imagine like at school just kind of walking in with like a frown on the face and being like, yeah.
It would be fun. Like, Fun, come here. No. Where are you, Fun? Come back.
Yeah.
Fun, why did you leave?
Why did you leave us? Okay. So let's do
You are not fun. You want to kill me. I know
También
it.
ya están en YouTube.
Oh, perfect. So we are on YouTube as well. We're having some technical difficulties. If you're just joining on YouTube, welcome to the
Unboring game of
Yes. So
we're getting so much better with the singing.
yeah. This is what we do. You know, we
I'm sorry, live audience. We are bad, terrible people.
Well, part of finding fun and joy is embracing things that you aren't necessarily good at, but you enjoy. So you can sing if it makes you feel more joyful or have fun.
Okay.
So we are exploring things that might not be something we are experts in.
And you don't mind, like, other people get like deaf or something?
We have to be understanding and respectful to diversity. So if someone, doesn't sing so well, instead of invalidating them, just put on some noise canceling headphones.
Okay.
That's actually a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
Okay, so I have shared. I'm gonna do a...
David, put some canceling headphones.
I will do a watch party as well.
What's the party? Are we having a party?
So, hello everyone. I see some people are starting to join. I'm just bringing up the chat here, and then we'll get into the topic. So, there we go. We're a little behind today, as you probably can tell.
We're always like in our own schedule.
Yeah.
But tell me about joy and fun.
Yes. So, okay, I got this up. So,
Me dices cuando ponga el intro.
Oh, you can throw the
Intro.
intro while I finish setting this up.
Bring us some fun. Boom, 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 boom. Kit Kat,
Yeah.
¿Lo pongo?
Yes.
Kit Kat, you're not bringing me any joke.
¿Estamos?
We're
Oh my
back.
goodness, that was so quick. I'm gonna leave my little phone in my little pocket.
Yes, I have to make some longer intros that give us time to invite people.
You're so funny. Okay, so tell me about fun and joy and losing it.
Yeah, I'm an expert at that.
Losing them.
Losing joy and fun. I'm good at. I am actually good at losing them. I think I have this.
Capacity.
I have this superpower. It's a superpower I'm super proud of. That every now and then I get too serious, and in my process of getting too serious, the fun and the joy kind of start going down, and then the stress, increases. So I think now with the pandemic, we picked this topic.
Be serious.
What's that? To
be
be very
serious.
serious, because
good.
we need to have a very serious conversation with you guys. It is unacceptable behavior to eliminate all the fun and the joy. So I need your guys' help to eliminate some fun. No.
Because that's exactly
I
what
need
you
your
do.
help to eliminate the fun and then bring it back, like an abusive relationship. So, what I think we need to talk about is
Let's think harder.
The-
What do we need to talk about?
the impracticality
Okay.
of eliminating fun and joy. Because sometimes we think we need to be responsible and we need to be worried about things. And what good does worrying actually doing?
What is impracticality of losing fun? Could you explain that to me, please?
Like, if you put your fun aside to be serious and focused, sometimes you stop enjoying the process, and sometimes you stop in actually doing something practical. Like, for example, if you're just stressing about something and you keep beating yourself up, you're not really creating a solution. You're just feeling guilty and bad and terrible and ashamed and blah, 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 blah. Where's
Like
the
you
practicality? What's that? Where's the practicality in that?
No, it's like you should be ashamed and sorry and
Yes.
feel guilty.
Definitely. No, and I think we do it because we want people to think that we care. Like,
okay.
sometimes-
Okay. So if you're having fun, then you don't care about people?
I think sometimes we feel that if people see us having fun, how many of you have sometimes felt guilty of laughing or having fun during a serious or difficult situation? Let's say a funeral, let's say a pandemic, let's say there's a problem with money in your family, or there's a problem with something. How many times have you ended up feeling like, I am wrong if I laugh now, I am wrong if I joke now, I am wrong if I play
What
now?
up? No.
How many, like, has that ever happened to you? Because for me, sometimes I think that I do that. Like, then sometimes I cut my fun energy because I feel like this is a serious situation, so I should be serious.
And what do you win with that?
Nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But it's something that we do sometimes because people judge us when we do laugh, and it's like, oh, you're not taking the situation seriously. Have you never been told you're not taking the situation seriously?
Oh, once I'm gonna tell a story. I love this story.
Perfect.
It was like midnight in Venice, and we were right after a class or something, and me and my friends were having like bubbles, like we love bubbles. So we were in a restaurant drinking bubbles and laughing because we were happy. And then this couple were like in a corner crying. So the man asked the waiter to ask us to shut up
Wow.
because we were laughing too hard. So the waiter came and said, hey, could you guys stop laughing? Because you're laughing too hard. And we were like, why do we have to stop laughing? Because you're making the other customers uncomfortable. So we were like, okay, good for them. It's like, I'm sorry. Why should I just stop laughing? Because they don't want me to laugh. And then the man came and he said, you are so unrespectful because we are here mourning the loss of some family, like whoever, and you're laughing. That was terribly shocking for us.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you lose someone, and I have to be sad because you lose someone I don't even know. And if I'm joyful, I have to just go into depression because you're going into the depression. And it was like offensive for them that we were laughing. We didn't even know them. We didn't even were close to their table. Yeah. And he was offended because I was laughing. Well, we all were laughing. So how much do we do that? We get offended because people are happy. We get offended because people are enjoying their lives and because we're choosing something different.
Yeah. No, and I think sometimes when we've been around people that have gotten offended by that, we subconsciously start to kind of keep our joy and fun to ourselves, and then it just kind of hide it away a little bit, hide it away. I know, like, for example, there have been occasions in my family when we've gone through something difficult, and some people didn't demonstrate enough the severity of the situation, and then some family members would get offended, like, it's like, you're not taking it seriously, you don't care about the situation. And then, like, my mom has even on occasion been like, do you want me to sit down and cry with you? Is that what you need? Like, because sometimes some people need that, but what do you need? What do you need in the moment?
They don't care.
What? Because honestly, for some people, laughter is medicine for a lot of people.
Yeah, but they don't care. If they ask you to shut up, it's because they don't care about you. They just care about them.
It's their context versus yours.
Yeah, and it's like, it's a public place, and the important person here, it's me, that I have lost a family. And it's okay if you're sad because you lose someone, I get it. But why would you try to make everyone else depressed around you because you're sad?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it's...
And speaking about respect, that is very, very unrespectful.
Yeah, no, it's... We invalidate each other, unfortunately, with this process of eliminating the fun and the joy out of things. And, like, why do we have to eliminate the fun? Like, why do we have to eliminate the joy to take something seriously? What if actually having fun and finding joy gives you the mental clarity and the energy to actually face whatever is complicated and fix it? What if that is the key ingredient? I cannot fix things if I'm all focused on the negative.
I don't know you. I don't focus on the negative ever.
Oh no, I have an active process. Like I do have that process of like the weight of the world weighing on me. Mm-hmm. But when I catch myself focusing on all the negative, nothing good comes out of it. There's nothing good that comes out of it, and that's where I think this topic is so important, and I want people to reflect on that. Like, how much are you trying to fix things by just focusing on the bad? Because
you can't fix anything focusing in anything.
No. But that's, a lot of people have that opinion. A lot of people have that idea that they have to do that. And I think that's the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, for me, right now with the pandemic, and one of the reasons why I'm so happy to be collaborating with you, is because I know myself, if I keep focusing on just the practical stuff, sometimes I lose that kind of fun, you know, that adventure spirit. And sometimes you got to find those people that bring that out in you. And sometimes you got to find in yourself, why are you robbing yourself of that? And here in the office, luckily we're quite good at catching when someone gets into that mode. But I think it's an instinct that a lot of people have to do that. So you don't do that at all, ever?
No. I'm not a
So teach me,
unfun person.
teach me how
Well,
to keep
you
fun
know
with the
what?
fun.
It's like this example of the guy being really annoyed and feeling disrespected because
Yeah.
we were laughing. It's and through his eyes, maybe he was like, "You don't care
Yeah.
about other people. That's why you were laughing." And it's not that you don't care. It's more about what do you really require and desire in this moment. And it's not that you don't think about other people. Is why do I win in being depressed and sad?
Yeah.
So I never win anything with being depressed and sad. That's why I laugh all the time and I'm very silly and maybe I'm not very bright. That's why I laugh all day.
No, you're very bright.
And that's what people think when people just laugh because they can, that they don't care,
Yeah.
that they are not very bright, and that they don't have the what you were saying, like you are not aware of the seriousness,
Seriousness of the situation.
of this situation. So you must be stupid because you're laughing, because you're not aware of like how terrible this situation is. I'm sorry, guys. You can really be aware of what situation you're going through and making it sad or depressed if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't make it better.
No.
And it doesn't make it bearable for you. If I go into the depression with everyone else, I might just jump outside of a window.
Yeah, and you're not contributing to it. You're settling with them.
And I'm not being me.
No.
That's not who I am. And I mean, it's way more disrespectful to try to bring someone down with you
Yeah.
than being horrified by someone laughing.
Yeah.
But it's very funny because I have so many experiences of laughing and people hating it
Yeah.
that it's worse than crying. Crying is totally acceptable. Crying and being depressed is normal.
It's like, oh my goodness,
and
you're being
it's
vulnerable.
wonderful. Yeah, but laughing is offensive.
Yeah.
So when did we came up with that crazy idea that when someone is laughing at me?
Yeah.
What if they're laughing because they're happy? What if they're laughing because they are enjoying life?
And how can you demonstrate in other ways that you care without cutting yourself into pieces? How can you demonstrate to others that you're aware without cutting yourself into pieces if that's important for you? Like, for example, if I go into depression because things are serious, then I'm not contributing to a solution. But I'm demonstrating that I care and that I'm aware. But what if actually by focusing on practical solutions and practical actions, or just making light of things or changing the interpretation of the situation, what if that's what's required? And how can you start seeing that as, you know what, this is my way of showing that I care. I show that I care by laughter. I show that I care by having fun with the situation. I show that I care by not getting paralyzed in this situation.
Now, I have one question. Why do you have to show that you care when you actually care?
For some people, that's important.
To show that they care?
Yeah, for some people, that's important.
So, do they really care or they're just showing they care?
Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's one. I think that's a good question, but sometimes there are people that act like they care and they really don't. And there are people that don't show that they care but really do. And then there are people that care and show that they care. You know, all three options are valid. But
what is the value of just showing it and not just caring?
making some people feel supported, I think. Some people feel alone sometimes. And then sometimes it's like, you know what, I care. You know, I see you, I see it, I acknowledge it, and that's it.
But that's different that I'm gonna cry with you.
No, I get that. I get that. I get
So
that.
it's like, if I cry with you, then I show to you that I care.
No, and that's why I say there are other ways of showing than just crying and getting depressed over the situation. Like, you can show that you care with actually just having fun, reminiscing.
No, I'm sorry, but people don't think that you care when you're having fun. That's
lot of
not a
people
way
have.
of showing that you care. For most people, the way showing that you care
Is by
is by aligning with their sadness.
yeah.
Otherwise, they think you
No,
don't
but
care.
sometimes by showing like inspiring them, uplifting them, cheering them up, that is well received by some people. Not all, but there are some people that like that. There are some people that come. Honestly, sometimes depression can be a cry for help.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be like, "Come cheer me up."
Mm-hmm.
I do know people that sometimes go into that kind of state of like, and then kind of just want them to cheer them up. Sometimes
How many people do you know that go and cheer people up when they're sad?
a lot of people.
And people receive it and love it.
Some people do. Some people have a hard time
Most people
receiving.
don't. Most people don't. What most people want is like, see how sad I am. Come and be sad with me.
Yes, I agree that that is a very
The
common trend.
majority of people.
I don't have the statistics. I have not done a study on the matter, but yes.
But it's like if people are like normally joyful and love laughing and whatever, that someone comes and make them laugh, and they go into laughter. That you could do that.
Yes, like just reminding them. And that's why today's topic is called rediscovering your fun and joy.
Exactly. It's like, okay, I know you're funny. I know you have a good sense of humor. If I go and laugh with you, I know you're gonna laugh and you're gonna be uplifted.
Yes.
But
yes.
if you're depressive people, what they require from you is to go and cry with them.
Sure. I think there are certain personalities that are gonna respond better to making light of things, and there are gonna be some personalities that are gonna respond better to practical solutions. There are going to be some personalities that are going to respond better to an emotional reaction, such as crying or, making a big show.
A big drama.
A big drama. And I think there's value in understanding that your coping mechanism might be fun, but might not be for the other person.
Mm-hmm.
However, if the other person's coping mechanism or the other person's way of actually lightening situations up is through fun, then inviting them to have fun is the greatest gift you can give.
Mm-hmm.
And there are definitely people that are like that. But yes, if you do it with the wrong person, they can get offended and feel invalidated. I think that's a very, very good point. And I think this rediscovering your joy is also finding your joy, because not all joy has to be silly. Not all joy has to be
all joy have to be laughing out loud.
Exactly. You can find joy with inner peace. There's calm confidence. There's so many different types of joy. And within most people, there are many different types of joy. So that's why we called it fun and joy, because you need to have fun with stuff, but you also need to know how to value things, appreciate things, and just kind of see the good in it. And honestly, this process of finding fun during the pandemic, I think some people have been really good at getting really creative.
Mm-hmm.
And really right now has been an invitation for some people to explore other things they didn't allow themselves before. And I think for other people, they've gotten into that mode of like, oh, I'm not going to allow myself that. I'm not going to allow myself that. And I think for some people, it's a mix. I think for me, it's been a mix. I think for me, it's been moments of like, oh my goodness, I'm going to re-explore this. I'm going to find joy in this. I'm going to do this. And other moments is like, oh no, I need to focus on this. I need to focus on this. And like, I need to calm myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for a lot of people, it's that internal conflict of finding how much to do of each. But at the same time, one doesn't need to invalidate the other.
Exactly.
But I think a lot of times our judgment or other people's opinions or other people's reactions to us make us sometimes go like, maybe I should doubt myself. Maybe I should overthink myself. And then sometimes other people's insecurities get projected onto you. At least that happens to me sometimes. Sometimes. No, sometimes people can project their insecurities onto you. And then you go like, wait a minute, is that even mine? No, that's not mine. Like, how many anxieties are not projected onto us every single day that we temporarily take on? And it's like, wait a minute, I'm not scared of that. I don't care about that. And it's like, how do I get that back? Or how do I disconnect myself from that? That's not mine. That's something that sometimes I have to do. You're like, I don't have to do any of that.
No, I do. Sometimes I do perceive a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you do in those moments?
When I'm perceiving a lot of crazy shit.
Yes.
Well, I have this book, like this toolbox, um, from Access Consciousness, and one of the tools is who does this belong to?
Yeah.
So when I'm starting feeling like very on me,
Yeah.
I start asking who does this belong to? It's like what's going on around me that
Yeah.
I'm perceiving. It's like I'm not usually this depressed, or I'm never anxious. And sometimes I'm like, okay, this is very strange. I'm starting to feel like a little anxious. So that's not me.
No, and right now in the pandemic, how much are we not all perceiving way more than usual? Like, because everyone around us is like this. And it's like, so it amplifies. Like for me, this pandemic has been like, okay, I have my own emotions and my own processes, but then it's like everyone else is also very intense, and it's like, what's mine and what's not. That's a very interesting process when you go through and realize just how many things you perceived and absorbed from other people. It's like, wait a minute, that doesn't work for me. That's not mine. That's, I don't even care about that. Like I'm not even afraid about that. But
the amazing part of it is that I was like, maybe it's mine, but I don't care. Like it's not working for me.
Yeah.
So why am I gonna buy it as true? Why am I gonna get depressed if it's not working for me?
And what would you do in those situations where you're feeling that kind of stress? You identify it's not yours, or it might be yours and it's not working for you. What process do you do to kind of just let it go?
Well, first I ask who does it belong to, and then I start asking myself what will work for me.
Uh-huh. So you replace it with something that works
what will be fun for me.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, I'm getting depressed. I'm about to go and jump from a window. What would bring joy into my life again?
Adding a bungee to the window.
That would be a great idea. That would be so much fun. But the window's not that high. Definitely not adding a cat to my life.
Yeah, Claudia's super allergic to the cat. It's like
that wouldn't bring a lot of joy.
That wouldn't bring a lot of joy, no.
But it's like, okay, I'm getting down, I'm getting depressed. This is not mine, but it's like taking a toll on me.
Yeah.
So what do I choose now?
Yeah.
To get joyful again. Where's my joy? Where can I find my joy? What makes me happy?
Yeah.
What do I really enjoy? So in the pandemic, what made me happy and joyful was going and talk to the plants.
In the car on the way here, I was like, I brought you some plants because I slammed the door on a tree and then there were a bunch of leaves inside. The car's like, see, I brought you some plants.
So you can talk to them. And I'm like, Jenny, they're dying. That is going to be very depressing for me. So talking to dead plants didn't bring any joy to me.
I tried, okay? I brought her plants. And she just saw that they were
I'm
dying.
not a grateful person, apparently.
She doesn't appreciate the hard effort I do when I slam the door on a tree and
it didn't bring me any joy. I was
with
like, they're dying. So, what do you do when you're getting depressed? Did you just like run with it and jump into the depression? Because some people do and enjoy it. I'm like,
you see, for me, the pandemic has been interesting because I've never, like in my life, I've had maybe 2 or 3 minor depressive periods. I'm usually the can-do attitude guy, the fatal optimist, the guy that can see the positive in anything.
he's depressed.
And the person who like, I've also been called the Teflon guy. Nothing sticks. Like you can offend me, you can hurt me, everything can fall down, everything can.
No. But let's make this very clear. They can't offend you and they can't hurt you. That is why it just goes down and goes away.
Yeah. No, and normally
they could try to offend you and they could
try
to hurt you, but they don't. That's why you don't go with it.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you will get hurt.
Yes.
And you will be offended.
Exactly. No,
so let's just be clear with that.
For me, for a long period, like for most of my life, I've been quite immune to a lot of these things. But I think during the pandemic, because everyone was stressed, everyone was overwhelmed, everyone was concerned, and there was a feeling of not being fully in control because there were so many things out of our hands. that in the initial part, I did go like, holy shit, what am I gonna do now? And in the beginning, I was like,
Cry.
I have actually cried during the pandemic. That's not something I usually do. I don't. You've never seen me cry, have you?
No.
That's not normal for me. But
You
in the
will
beginning,
never see me cry.
in the beginning, I was like, I did a little bit, and I was like, this is overwhelming. This is intense.
And sometimes crying makes you really release stuff.
Oh no,
And
it's good. There's a lot of
good.
value in crying. There's
Yeah,
nothing
it's
wrong with crying.
good.
It's just not common for me. Like it's not my natural instinct. Like so for me it was very strange to kind of in the pandemic be like all of a sudden crying and a bit more emotionally reactive to the situation, which is not my.
But there's
usual
people
self.
that doesn't allow themselves to cry. Even they're
Yeah.
very depressed. It's like, I'm not gonna cry. Crying is for girls. Crying
No,
is
no,
for blah blah.
Crying is fantastic.
And
if
crying
that's
when
what you
you're
need in that
really
moment.
feeling like crying, it's wonderful. It's such a relief for your body when you really want to cry.
Yeah.
It's just like it makes everything easier.
No, and in this pandemic, I've had to embrace that because it has been overwhelming. But at the same time, it's been one of those things. I can't stand myself if I get too much into that mode. Like I can do it for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, no, what am I gonna build? What am I gonna create? What am I gonna learn? What am I gonna study? What am I gonna research? What control can I take over the situation? And then I kind of find the joy in learning stuff. For me, that brings me a lot of joy. Learning new things gives me a lot of joy.
But you know what is it's valuable of everything you said right now? That you allow yourself to do whatever.
Yeah.
And then you choose something different.
Yes.
There's people that doesn't allow themselves to get depressed
It's like a
or cry or anything.
what do you call the pressure cookers, right? If it's like a pressure cooker. If you
I'm
like
tired.
suppress and try to control too much those feelings or those thoughts, then it just explodes and it becomes a bigger thing than it needs to be. But if you just let yourself feel it in the moment, process it, get it through your system, and it's like, okay, now what's next?
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better than just trying to hold on to it and just being tense and being like, I am fine, I am perfect, I am
so
great,
happy.
I'm so happy. And for me, that was tough because as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, my instinct has always been like, everything is great, don't worry, I've got it covered. But I think this pandemic was a test of like, I can't do that anymore. I have to be honest, not just with myself, but with others. So I owned the adversity and I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it's a shitty situation. What can we do about it? What can we learn? What can we do? What can we? How can we innovate? What do we have now? We have time, more time than ever. So all those projects we've always dreamt about doing that we didn't have time to before when we traveled too much. What about doing them now?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think owning. I think one of the ways to getting back to finding your fun and your joy is own your adversity instead of resisting it. Own it. Just being like, yeah, I'm going through a difficult time. I'm gonna feel the emotions I need to feel. I'm gonna embrace the challenges that I have, but I'm gonna embrace them so I can fix them.
I don't like to fix anything.
You don't like fix. You just like changing.
Yeah.
No, and that's fine too. Like there are many things there's like you just embrace the situation, you feel it, and then you let it go. And that for me, sometimes allowing myself that process has been a struggle. But
how much do we like make ourselves so we get into the box that I'm so strong.
yeah.
I'm the strongest of everything.
Yes.
And people rely on your strongness,
Yes.
like in your strength.
Yes.
So you have to be strong.
Yes.
And you don't allow yourself to be other thing than just strong.
Yeah.
And that doesn't really work that good.
No. No, it's because it's an act.
Because yeah, we're all strong, and sometimes you need to be very vulnerable and just crumble.
Yeah. No, and I think some of the best things I've done as a leader is when I've been vulnerable. Some of the moments that most things have gotten unlocked and, most interesting and fun things have come out of a dark situation has been when I've just embraced it. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to own it. I'm going to own it, but I'm not going to hold on to it and overextend it. Own it, process it, let it go, move on. But the more you resist it and act tough, and I think for me, that was one of the things that I had to learn to not act tough. But that was tough because act tough is tough.
It's tough.
because for me, I think there was part of me was wanting to protect everyone else around me.
But you can't.
I know, but it's still an instinct.
Yeah, but it's just
It's
crazy.
an instinct. But like I remember I exposed myself to a lot of additional stress by trying to protect other people from stress. And then I just stressed them out more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was stressed.
Exactly.
And
You can't
it
protect
didn't actually
them.
help. It didn't actually. It actually made it
can't.
worse. But sometimes we do that, and identify that maybe now is not the time
best
to.
idea.
Now is not the time to act tough. Now is not the time to act like ooh everything is perfect. It's just find the fun, find the joy, find what you can change, do it. Embrace the adversity that you need to embrace, process it, and let it go and move on to the next thing.
That's the thing. When you are allowing yourself to be whatever you're required to be in that moment, then that allows you to change it and to choose something different. But if you don't allow yourself to crumble,
No, no.
then you're gonna stick to being tough and to being I'm so strong, and you're just crumbled inside, and it's not working for you. No. You're not changing anything. No one's happy around you. It's like it's not really a contribution to anyone. So allowing yourself to be whatever you're required to be in that moment, it just makes everything easier for everyone, not just you.
Yeah, yeah, because here's another thing about this whole trying to act tough and trying to protect other people. It doesn't work because people see right through you. Mm. And they realize that you're suffering, but you're not letting them help. You're not letting them in. You're not letting them, giving them any power, and you're not giving yourself any power. So no one has any power over this situation because you choose to eliminate the power. Not because there isn't, because everything can be changed the moment you choose to change it. But so many times we rob ourselves and others of the power to change it in that moment because we want to act tough. And then it's like, so what do we change? It's like, no, there's nothing we can change because we got to be like this. And it's like,
and everything's fine.
And everything is fine. Blah, 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 blah. And the moment we go like, okay, this is what's up. What can we do about it? The moment we go, this is what's up, I acknowledge it, what can we do about it? That's when a lot of creative and fun solutions come up. But you have to allow yourself that. And then it's like, okay, perfect. I embrace it. I process it. I do whatever. I own it. And boom.
I enjoy it.
And you can't even enjoy it.
Yeah, you can enjoy it.
Like for me, this pandemic has been the hardest part of my life, but it has also been one of the periods of my life where I've grown the most and learned the most, and I have enjoyed seeing everyone around me grow. Everyone here around me, before the pandemic and now, the growth I've seen in all of them, impressive. Mm-hmm. And it has been difficult. But it's been awesome too. And sometimes it's like, okay, what's the awesome part of this that I'm not really seeing? What's the fun in this? What's the beauty in this that I'm really having a hard time seeing? And right now there's so much beauty in the world. Right now there's so much joy to be had. You guys realize the world is going to be a better place after this period of history. I think humanity is learning a lot right now. I think a lot of people are rediscovering themselves. A lot of people are innovating right now. And I think the world is going to be better after this. I think
it's going to be different.
It's going to be different, but I think it's going to be better.
I wouldn't go into, oh my God, it's going to be amazing. No, and I wouldn't go in, it's going to be catastrophic. It's just going to be different. And how much can we enjoy the difference it's going to be?
Yeah, no, I personally am very optimistic about a lot of the things that come after the pandemic. Because I think humanity has come to a point where, there's a lot that has been learned during this period. And yeah, some people adapt better than others, some will find the joy in it more than others.
Some are stuck in themselves.
Some are going to be stuck in the past, but there's so much value in change.
Exactly.
There's so much value in change. So right now, what fun can you have today?
With the change you're having.
With the change, with the challenges, with the opportunities. What fun can you have today?
We learned that change is tragic.
Yeah. Yeah, so because we think we're losing something.
We're losing something, so it's very tragic. But if we start learning and acknowledging that change is just change and you can have fun with it, then how much are you gonna embrace change? And we have to change. Everything changes. It's like you can't stay the same for
The only
days
constant
and days
thing
and
in
days
life
and
is
days.
change.
Exactly. So if we start allowing and embracing change instead of being fearful of them or buying the point of view that it's going to be catastrophic.
And even if you're fearful, make your goals more important than your fears. Because it's okay to feel sometimes overwhelmed. It's okay to feel scared.
Yeah.
If I personally sometimes embrace it, but
I don't feel scared.
oh no, I sometimes do. But sometimes I have fun with that. It's like, okay, I'm scared. That's me right now. I'm leveling up. Right now, I'm learning something new. Right now, I'm insecure because I'm doing stuff I have no idea what I'm doing.
I love that you think so much.
Yeah, no, for me, that's like sometimes it's like a period where I'm like, I'm leveling up. Okay, this is unexplored territory. This is new. This is different. This is scary. This is uncomfortable. But this is kind of fun too.
I'm telling you, I'm just a silly goose.
So silly.
I just laugh about the change. It's like, okay, here we go.
No,
Woo-hoo! It's like a roller coaster. I'm at the top. Oh, Jesus, we're going down. Woo-hoo! Let's see what happens.
this is going down.
Change! I have no idea if I'm gonna survive or not, but woo-hoo!
If I'm here tomorrow, this is gonna be brilliant.
At least I'm gonna be having
If
fun.
I'm not, it's gonna be
today.
brilliant. Yay!
At least I'm having fun. So that's basically my point of view.
Yeah. I admire that a lot actually. I admire that a lot because yeah, I overthink things sometimes. But I think there's so much value and surrounding yourself with people that can have so much fun during those periods. It's refreshing. It's refreshing and if you're one of those people that uses joy and happiness and laughter as a normal day-to-day way of processing stuff and enjoying stuff, realize that yeah, some people might get offended, but for some people you might
Many get offended and hate you.
Many get offended, but a lot of people get inspired.
And a lot hate you.
A lot of people hate you, yeah. A lot of
I
people
have a
hate you.
haters club.
No, but for me it's inspiring. For me it's inspiring, and I actually remember very clearly that in several key moments in my life, I have told people around me and have told myself I need to attract more people like you that have this ability.
Because I'm adorable, I know.
You are adorable.
Oh my goodness.
What would the world be without you?
Exactly.
I mean, this joy, this exuberance, this amazingness. We are gifted by your presence.
Oh, that's why I'm a queen.
Exactly. You know,
Doll.
how would the world be? I mean, I don't want to imagine a world where you're not in it.
Exactly.
It would be
Can't.
torture.
It would be catastrophic.
It would be catastrophic. The internet would stop working, trains would start crashing, you know, clouds would start going
Birds
backwards.
wouldn't fly ever
Birds
again.
would start flying into buildings. Just everything would be terrible.
There's something good with the cat thing.
What cat thing?
That my respiratory system start like collapsing.
Yeah.
There's something good about it. No, you have to listen to my laughter. Have you ever watched this cartoon with a dog that laughed really funny?
I think so. Is it like a little brown dog? that
Like,
laughs?
yeah.
Yes.
Here it is. Here it is. So I could double the laughter of that dog.
Okay, so
Thank you, Kit Kat.
Claudia has been dying.
Developing my histrionic bane.
Yes. See, she has been dying every time she comes over to this apartment from the cats. She just turned it into something brilliant.
And I just
An
keep
impression
laughing.
of a cartoon.
There you go.
My respects. My respects.
And actually, I'm not dying. It's just very interesting situation.
It just makes breathing a more
How do you say that in English? Yerba mala nunca muere. It would be like bad weed would not die.
No, there's a different phrase. Where's Steve when we need him?
So I know I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, there's a saying.
Like,
there's a saying,
okay.
but yes,
I'll be
basically,
fine.
bad. I forget, but yeah, the basic term is like bad people don't die, but like.
I'm not bad people. I'm just bad weed.
Bad weed. The literal translation is bad weed never dies. You're bad weed. Okay.
I'm bad weed. Like weed, like this weed. That's not good.
I pictured I pictured your Tinder profile saying, "I am bad weed. Please come smoke me."
No, because it could be interpreted as really, really bad. And bad weed, I don't think is a good thing.
I doubt it.
Is that badass? Badass weed.
Badass.
I'm badass weed.
See, you just gotta add ass to everything, and then it gets better.
Exactly.
So if you're having a bad day, just add the ass, and then it becomes badass.
Asses make everything better.
This is perfect.
Except assholes. Assholes are not that.
Exactly, but that's why you add ass afterwards, not starting with ass.
Asshole ass?
Asshole ass. See? Asshole ass. So you just gotta add ass to stuff.
Okay, now I'm gonna practice that. I'm gonna add ass to everything.
Yeah.
Especially cute asses.
Cute ass, badass, chocolate ass,
Vanilla ass.
vanilla ass. Not bad.
Round ass.
Round ass. Firm ass.
Firm ass. Cute ass.
Wiggly ass. Perfect.
I like it.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it. That's the solution. So for you guys that are watching us, this is what you gotta do. Just add ass to everything.
Everything.
Everything that will fix all your problems, and you'll find
Exactly.
joy in everything.
Especially
Donkey
yours.
ass.
Donkey ass. Especially if you're at your ass and it's a cute one, everything will be better. Well, there's some people that don't have asses.
That is true. That is very true.
That's
why if you give them an ass, it would be better.
Exactly. I was like, what are they gonna do without an ass if they don't have a cute one? They just add an ass.
You add an ass. Perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
So be serious now. I just deviated the whole conversation.
Yeah, because here at the Unboring Game of Life, we will always be serious and only
We
serious.
are undepressed. Don't forget that.
And depressed, right? We're in a period of high depression.
The donkey's very depressed. See? Very depressed.
Very depressed.
Even his ears are like down. So depressed.
Oh, okay. So.
He's a depressed ass. I don't know.
See, depressed ass is better than just
depressed ass a donkey.
Yes. So, what were we saying before we got into the ass stuff?
But I like the ass conversation.
It's a very good conversation. Next episode will all be about asses.
Like
so, no, for the process of
dying,
finding the joy, and
finding the joy, even
finding
when
the
you're
joy
dying.
and the fun.
Even when you're dying.
Even when you're dying, it's exactly. You got. You just gotta be like, yo. I'm breathing.
Lucky you. I'm just saying.
That is true. I am lucky.
Show off.
Show off, yeah. See?
He's
Sometimes you're gonna find
show off.
I know. I've been called a show off my whole life, and today I'm showing off that I can breathe.
You are a show off. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm an expert at breathing. What can I say?
Apparently I'm not.
I have 30 years of experience, you know.
You have to show me because I'm
my
really behind in
Yeah, because you know I have so many more years under my belt than you. Yeah, what do you have? 19 years? You have like 19 years of.
Yeah, actually 18.
18. Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
You're not gonna say anything, you know.
Okay.
We're gonna say 21. We're gonna say 21.
No, 18 is fine. 18 is fine.
In the US, you want to be able to drink, don't you?
I'm not going into the US. So,
Okay.
So I will be fine.
Perfect. 19. Canadian. We'll go to Canada.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Until I open the embassy, I can't go there. So.
But yeah, if we talk about actually this is, I know we're laughing a lot about this, but like part of finding the joy is focusing on gratitude. And
yeah, I'm really grateful that he can breathe.
Sometimes you gotta be grateful that your loved ones can breathe. Exactly.
And then I remember I used to breathe too.
There was a day,
I'm so
long time ago.
that I knew how to do that. And that I was actually able to do it.
There was a time, long time ago.
A very long time ago. Yeah.
How does it feel to only be breathing at half capacity right now?
There you go. Now I know when I get so silly because I lose so many neurons.
The trick to having more fun and laughter is just eliminating half of the oxygen and replacing it with laughter.
Oh my goodness.
It's simple. You just gotta hang out with her, and then that's the best thing ever.
Okay, so what else?
What else?
Why no one is asking those questions?
Because we didn't do a very good job at advertising today.
Oh, we're so bad.
We're the worst.
Okay, so tell me more about joy and fun.
You guys are letting us down. You guys are letting us down.
Oh my god, even I'm crying now. What is the allergy? Oh my god, this is so wonderful.
I'm listening.
Because I can laugh like Lindo Pulgoso and I can cry at the same time.
You can laugh and cry at the same time.
Yes! I've never been able to laugh and cry because when I really like laugh like crazy, I've never cried before.
But now with the allergy,
with the allergy, I can
you
do
can
this.
laugh and cry.
So there.
This is the skill you need to develop. You gotta be able to see the good and all the interesting.
I can laugh and cry at the same time with no effort whatsoever. Well, the effort is in breathing. But let's just focus in the laughing and the crying. You know, like laughter takes a lot of effort, and it's taking all the little oxygen I'm getting. So if I laugh more and more, it's because I don't have any oxygen left, so I just get super sick. Just breathe. Breathe for me, please.
I'm gonna breathe for both of us.
Okay, good. This is why he's my friend, because he's breathing for both of us.
Hello.
The best friend ever.
That's what friendships are made of. You know, we breathe for each other.
Yeah. Forget about it. He has 3 cats that are killing me.
You know?
No, that's irrelevant.
And the best friendships are the ones where, you know, we kill the person almost and bring them back to life. Exactly. You know, masochism is wonderful.
Yeah. I never really acknowledged how masochist I am. Until today. You learn something every day.
You know, if you're going through a tough time with a pandemic, just study masochism and see how you can find the joy, the pleasure, and the
suffering.
arousal from
Suffering.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I learned something today.
Yes.
I'm masochist.
You have your moments.
And my best friend is asado. But let's not get into details. Keep going.
Okay.
that people can't see in my head.
We're just gonna do like an hour of laughing with Claudia. I mean,
it's about fun and joy. Hello.
Exactly.
Which
Exactly.
part you're not getting?
All of it.
Okay, so
I need to learn to laugh and cry. So in the next video, we're gonna be doing a tutorial for YouTube on how to laugh and cry.
Well, we
And
need to have a lot more cats for everyone. 3 are not gonna make it.
We're just gonna fill the whole office with cats. That's the guy. That's the guy.
Well, maybe if we have more, I will actually really die.
Yeah, no more.
So
Three
we
is
could
enough.
have more for the people, and I could do the tutorial from another place.
Perfect.
Because yeah, like I'm not really dying, so that's why I'm still laughing. I'm not sure if I'm really dying, if I'll be laughing. I guess I'll be laughing.
You will be laughing. You'll be at your grave laughing. When you die, you're just gonna be dying with a smile on your face, like, I gotcha.
Look who's laughing now.
Look who's laughing now. I'm gonna be haunting you in your sleep.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go to the serious
Okay.
topic.
So the serious topic of fun and joy. You find it. I find it the humor and everything. Like Claudia is able to find the humor in her dying from allergies. And I think that's actually a very valid point. Like finding the humor in things. Like just sometimes instead of crying, I laugh. And I just go like, this is just ridiculous. So I've had some days where just everything that can go bad goes wrong and more. And when you think nothing more can go wrong, another thing goes wrong. And I just go like, really? Like, like what? How? And then I just start laughing at it. And then I'm like, this is going to be a great story to tell one day. And then I just kind of move on.
And it is.
It is a great story.
Yeah, it is a great story.
One day it will be a very inspirational moment. And
you can write a book of how things went from bad to worst in a second.
Lots of inspiration to be had there. How things get worse and worse. Uplifting guide for depressed people. Please buy my new ebook on Amazon. How things go from worse to worse. A guide for depressed people.
Perfect, I love it.
Marianne says, donkey so cute.
He is very cute. He is saving my life. I don't know how, but he is.
He is. You know, he's also breathing for you.
Yeah.
I'm not doing a good job.
I have the best friends ever. They all breathe for me.
No, that's what we're here for.
Instead of bringing me oxygen, they breathe for me. I love it. Okay. So
I just noticed that here we have.
We have.
I'm just checking the two chats because one is a watch party and one's a normal chat.
Watch party.
So with this whole finding joy and fun,
the joy.
what's the longest period you've gone without joy?
I'm not very acquainted with any joys.
She doesn't know many joys in her life, so
No, I know a couple, but I'm not really like good friends with them. So
okay.
I don't know, Jan. It's like asking you, how many times do you cry a month?
How many times do you cry a month?
I never cry. But this is the interesting part. I used to not cry because I had the point of view that I was really strong, and crying was for weak people. So I didn't really cry, but from holding it. And then I start like going like, you know what? I'm gonna cry. So I start crying for the most ridiculous things ever. And then I don't cry because I don't feel it. I don't feel it anymore. Otherwise I'll be crying. But then I acknowledge how strong you really have to be to cry.
Yeah.
So that's is a misunderstanding that really strong people don't cry.
Yeah.
Because to be vulnerable, you have to be very strong.
For me, that was a very hard lesson. Okay, I got the chat. For some silly reason, I haven't been seeing the chat. So,
The donkey.
Manatee says, "Wow, I love that box." Ah, that was the intro. Eliminate the phone. Oh, that was a fun mess up. Manatee says, "Focusing on the bad gives like good stuff to talk about." Yes.
Good stuff to talk
No,
about.
and some, yeah.
Let's talk about fun things.
Let's talk about unfun things.
Mm.
No,
I'm done.
Yeah. But you were saying something brilliant before.
That you have to be very strong to
yes,
be vulnerable.
Yes. Sometimes, like one of the things I've talked about in some of my podcasts recently is, you have to be strong to have the confidence to be vulnerable, to ask for help, to sometimes like seeking a therapist or thinking, going to your friends and admitting you're going through a tough time. That makes you strong because that means you're giving more power to actually facing this thing that's difficult for you than the fear of rejection of what are your friends and family gonna think. And
or rejection for you.
Or rejection of yourself. Yeah.
Really, like when I didn't allow myself to cry,
yeah.
I was like, that's for weeks. I can't allow myself to be that weak.
And I
so I rejected me when I started crying. I'm like, I'm a weak person. And then I went like, no, I'm not.
No, that makes you a strong person. I think that's one of the greatest misconceptions that when we think we are tough when we can solve everything by ourselves with a straight face, without breaking down, without having emotional reactions to things. And we think we are so strong, and then we go throughout life trying to do everything alone or do everything acting totally tough. Myself. Don't wanna be. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. But the fun thing is for
now
me,
he's very depressed after
realizing that allowing myself to break down, allowing myself to cry, allowing myself to ask for help, allowing myself to admit that I'm not perfect, allowing myself to admit that
You're not perfect.
I know. It's
I have to leave now.
I have.
Thank you for watching. I'm leaving.
I have an imperfection somewhere, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. No, for me that was a big step.
Now I want to see the imperfection.
It's right here now.
I can picture.
Actually, I
now.
do have an imperfection right here. I can show you. Right here, I have a birthmark.
Very imperfect.
Yeah, very imperfect.
Gross,
it's
gross.
not perfectly round. It's not perfectly square.
No.
It's a weird shape, so it's imperfect.
Very imperfect. Oh my god! Now I'm not gonna be able to see you again with the same eyes.
Yeah, you won't even be able to sleep tonight. It's
like,
gonna haunt you.
He's not perfect. Oh
Yeah.
my god! How could I just hang out with an imperfect person?
I know, it's shocking. But I think one of the things that sometimes we convince ourselves is we have to be strong, and being strong is somehow acting like nothing is wrong, or that you can do it all by yourself. But in life, the more you are willing to be vulnerable and just own your situations,
and be honest with you.
Exactly.
That takes a lot of courage and strength.
No, and that process, first you have to be honest with yourself before you can be honest with other people.
Exactly. So being honest with you is a hard thing.
Yeah.
You have to have like big balls to be honest with you.
No,
it's like punching yourself in the face.
Yeah. And sometimes, like I do sometimes both extremes. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to process it. I don't even want to know. Like sometimes I literally do I don't want to know, so I'm going to act like this is not a real problem, and I'm ignoring it. But just the problem grows and grows and grows. And it's like this elephant in the room that doesn't get spoken about. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to face it. I'm going to face it. I'm going to face it. And then when I face it, it's like, oh my goodness, this is a bigger problem. Then I realize this is a bigger problem. Then I realize, and then I overpunish myself for too long. And I think neither.
And it works so good.
Yeah, it's both of those things.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Great, wonderful. I recommend them. Yeah, either ignore all your problems or just make them super big and amplify them and just No,
You hit him.
What
That
can I say?
was horrible.
yeah, I have anger problems.
I noticed.
So
You're
violent.
not perfect, and now you're violent.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm dying.
yeah. No, but I think there's if you want to find the joy, be honest with yourself. Process what you need to process. Cry if you need to cry. Break down if you need to break down. Ask for help if you need to ask for help. And sometimes the path to joy is different for everyone. But the first thing you have to do is just kind of be honest with yourself. If you need a change, be honest with yourself that you need a change.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum. And also, how many people are you spending time around that are sucking all the life and confidence out of you?
Me?
No, in general.
I'm like, are you talking to me? I'm a loner.
You're a loner.
I hang out with him. He's fun.
He's the best. Everyone needs to get a donkey.
They do. Yeah. And he's adorable.
That's the answer to all our problems.
Yeah, get a donkey.
Donkey no judge. Donkey no judge.
Donkeys
pure
are
love.
good. Donkeys are good for you.
They're
They're
the
cute
best.
and adorable.
They are cute and adorable.
Haven't you seen like baby donkeys? They're so cute. They're the cutest baby
I guess I
donkeys.
have.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
so cute. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They're the cutest.
Baby donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
That's the answer to all your problems.
Yes. They're
Steve is
soft
saying,
and cuddly.
hola. Hello, Steve.
Steve! Hola. I will laugh about all your jokes. I was just joking.
Yeah, in the last episode, Claudia hurt Steve very deeply.
Yeah, very deeply.
Yeah. So we love your jokes, Steve.
Woohoo! Come and tell us some jokes now.
I actually can't wait because he's going to be on stage in a minute or two. But yeah, so I think one of the best things you can do to actually embrace and rediscover your joy and your fun is by being honest with yourself and making the changes you need to make. And sometimes those changes are scary because you don't want to admit your humanity or your vulnerability or your challenges or your imperfections or whatever. But the moment you just own that adversity or own those imperfections or just kind of let yourself cry, let yourself break down, it's like you can change it. The moment you actually just embrace it. But the more you resist it and the more you try to hide it or overcompensate or act tough, the weaker you are. Like you think you're being tough and strong, but really you're just being weak about it. Like it's not doing anything good. So
grow some balls.
Grow some balls and face.
Be honest with you.
Face the reality and be true to, like, be honest with yourself. And I think it's one of the hardest lessons that, like, for me, that was a tough one. Like, realizing how much I had to embrace vulnerability in order to gain control. Because I thought
control.
I thought that I had less control. You don't want control?
I don't want
You can give me
control.
control. Where's the remote?
I'll give you control. Do you remember what the no?
Do you remember that one time that we did the one
That
thing?
you had the control.
I had the control. I will let you guys imagine whatever.
Let's keep moving. Let's keep
So, yes.
moving. Let's keep moving.
Let's keep swimming. Let's keep swimming. So, in the effort to keep swimming away from just, asses. No, I think there's a lot of value in that, and it's really, really powerful if you can do that, because the moment sometimes you just need to get it through your system. How many times have you not been super, super tense and you let yourself to have a breakdown, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, 5 minutes later you even forget. It's like, okay, now I can have fun, now I can enjoy. Like that is powerful. If that's all you need, it's like wonderful. And how many times have you overextended the lack of fun, the lack of joy, by trying to act super tough or act super confident,
Super
or
tough,
act like there's no
super
real
tough,
problems,
super,
or
super
get
tough.
into the depression to show people that you know that they're real problems. So you can't laugh, so you're going to be crying and in a depressive state to show people that you care and you're aware of the severity of the situation. But the moment you actually go like, okay, I own it, I face it, whatever. I'm gonna let myself feel whatever I need to feel. I'm gonna let myself express myself.
Cry like
I'll
a
cry, I'll
Magdalene.
cry, I'll cry, I'll be me. Okay.
Until my eyes are puffy.
And then it's like, now I can put some cool
And
glasses
then-
on and take some cool pictures.
And then you can laugh at your eyes.
You
Your
can laugh at
puffy
your
eyes.
eyes.
I look like a dolphin.
No, and sometimes you gotta laugh at those moments. Like I sometimes laugh at my silly moments. Like I call them silly moments. Like, oh yeah, I was being a little silly right there. My reaction was maybe a little silly. And then I just laugh at it. It's like, yeah, it was silly, but it's what I needed. So how many silly reactions are you not allowing yourself right now because you think they're immature, they're dramatic, or they're this and they're that? And maybe it's just you need that reaction.
Well, I'm very immature.
Yeah.
From both of us, he's the mature one.
I'm the mature one. If you didn't know, I'm twice your age.
Well, maybe not like physically, but yeah.
Yeah, I used to be told that I was a 60-year-old man in a 20-year-old body when I was younger.
In a 2-year body.
Yeah, that too, actually. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think also, how much are you trying to be the super mature one and not letting yourself be silly and have fun? I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that just in general. When that would never happen. No, like I'm posing that question because that happens to me. Sometimes I'm too mature to laugh at that.
Oh my god, you know, when you're that, you're very
boring. No, and I get it. At a conscious level, I get it. But sometimes at a subconscious level, I kind of cut my fun energy. And that's a process. That's a process being like, oh my goodness, I have convinced myself that's bad somehow.
Well, it is bad.
It's the worst.
Don't do it.
I should punish myself.
People will be judging you because you're laughing. You don't want to be judged.
No.
It's very horrible when people judge
After
you.
like 10 episodes, we're just going to cut all the laughter tracks and we're going to do one long track of all the times you're laughing.
We're going to have so much hatred.
And we're going to upload a video one day of just all long periods of Claudia laughing.
Oh my god, I'm going to get so much
I want to get an hour of you laughing.
Mm.
So once we get an hour of you laughing, we're uploading that as a video.
Awesome. They're going to hate me.
But yeah, I think finding the joy, finding the fun.
And you don't really have to laugh like a hyena.
No.
To show that you're having fun.
No, I mean, extroverts and introverts have very different reactions and they direct their energy very different directions. You can be laughing on the inside too, like that's okay. But are you even allowing yourself to laugh on the inside?
Well, if you are, just tell your face that you are. Let your face know it.
Yeah.
Or not.
I just pictured a lot of people that just laughing inside and not making any facial expressions. It's good.
That must be hard. How could I do that?
For introverts, it's actually easy. It's normal.
What?
I know a lot of people that laugh on the inside and don't laugh out loud.
How do you do that?
That's a thing.
very hard. I'm very
Yeah, for
impressed.
you that would be like the opposite of your personality.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
Yeah. No,
I admire you people that could laugh in the inside
Yeah.
and don't even tell your face you're laughing.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I think to kind of wrap it up and to just kind of simplify this process, it's yes, with a pandemic and with adversity, sometimes things are hard and sometimes you're going to break down. It doesn't make you weak. Embrace it. Feel whatever you need to feel. Move on to the next thing. Don't get stuck overextending it by
Don't
acting
get
tough
stuck.
or ignoring it or
In the
whatever.
name of love.
And have fun with it. Find the humor, find the opportunities, find the gifts in those challenges. Because with this pandemic, we've been gifted so many beautiful things. Yeah, there's been a lot of things that have been difficult and annoying, but there's been so much joy, there's been so much generosity, so many fun things to do, and a lot of people are reinventing themselves right now, and I think there's a lot of beauty in that. And how much can you reinvent yourself during this period and allow yourself to have fun right now? Go do something that you haven't allowed yourself to do because you felt it's irresponsible. Do something. Call that friend you haven't allowed yourself to call. Play that video game you haven't allowed yourself to play.
Really?
Go out.
I'm like, really?
Here's the phone. Just
I'm not calling anyone.
just do those things that you haven't allowed yourself to do because you think it makes you weak. Because how many sacrifices?
I do that all the time.
How many stupid sacrifices have you done thinking that you're responsible, you're mature, you're in control, you're strong by sacrificing it? And how much can you own it? Like, just embrace it. Embrace the fact that, yeah, you might be having a period of your life where you're having a little bit less fun, it's a little bit more boring, and embrace the adversity. Have fun with finding the things that you can change. Take control of what you can control. Let go of what you need to let go of. Feel what you need to feel. And honestly, let go of that weight that you're carrying right now.
All the kilos?
All the kilos. Yep, all the kilos. Now we're all going on a diet.
Well.
Yeah, I will need a diet after this pandemic. We've all gained weight in this apartment. That's one thing we've been enjoying a lot. Food. Yeah, definitely with the pandemic, food has been definitely one of the things that, don't know what to do, just eat. Yeah.
Eating because you're bored?
You never do that?
No, it doesn't taste really good.
Oh, no, I
just taste deliciousness.
Oh, I can definitely.
When I'm bored, nothing really tastes good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, for me, I'm like, I can regenerate a lot with food.
That
Definitely.
is very strange. That's it. When I get depressed, food is just lame.
Oh, really? No, for me, it's good.
And usually I love food.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No, you do.
I'm a fooder, but when I'm depressed, food just tastes horrible.
Interesting.
Ah, very interesting.
And when's the last time food tasted bad for you?
Don't remember.
That means you're doing good. That means you're doing good. But yeah, seriously, right now, find the things you're not allowing yourself to do. Find yourself the things that you're not allowing yourself to feel. Allow yourself the vulnerability. Allow yourself the whatever you need to allow yourself. Cry if you need to.
Be
laugh.
angry. Be whatever.
Allow yourself to laugh even if you get judged by other people. Because seriously, how much are you hiding your laughter because you think other people will get offended by your laughter?
And like we said in the beginning, no one can offend you but yourself.
Yeah.
They can try to offend you if they really want to offend you,
Yeah.
but no one really can unless you allow them to.
No, you have the full power of how you react to things. You are not in full control of what other people's reactions are.
I'm so offended all the time.
So honestly, right now, allow yourself something you haven't allowed yourself. That's kind of our invitation for you guys. Just allow yourself something you haven't allowed yourself.
And enjoy it.
And enjoy it. Yeah, because if you're not going to enjoy it and you're going to feel guilty, then what's the point in that?
Enjoy.
Find something that you haven't done in a while that you know brings you joy, that you know brings you your happiness. And even though you have a lot of stress, allow yourself.
But it's like when we're stressed and we are in this crazy mood, we think that we want to do things that make us happy that we can't do. That's the most crazy thing. It's like, I would be happy if they would allow me to go out and swim. But I can't.
We put conditions on our happiness.
Like, hello.
How many stupid conditions are you putting on your happiness right now? How many stupid conditions are you putting on your joy and fun right now?
They don't let me be happy.
And how much are you choosing conditions that you know are out of your reach or control or that are just not practical right now? Because that will just give validity to the struggle you're having right now.
But it's like this. They don't let me be happy.
They don't let me be
I
happy.
want to be happy, but they won't
I
let me.
will only be happy if I get this or that.
They
I will
won't
be
let
happy.
me.
No, and how many times do you think you're gonna be happy when you buy that next thing, or when you attend that next event, or when you go out for that next adventure, or on your next trip? Like, there's so many people that live for the next vacation, the next holiday, and they don't
What is
focus on.
that?
I don't know. There are these people that are like.
No, what is a holiday?
Oh yeah.
What is a vacation?
Vacation holiday? What's that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
But there are some people that they live for the weekend, they live for the holiday, they live for the vacation,
And they're really living.
and they're not living in the moment. They're just waiting. They're just
I'm waiting to leave.
bored every day, counting the minutes to get off work, counting the days till it's weekend, counting the days till the next trip down south. And it's just like, why don't you do something to actually bring joy to your everyday life, so that you're not living for the weekend, but actually living for the now?
I'm waiting for the weekend.
Don't worry, it's the day after tomorrow.
As it make any difference in my life. But okay, let's
Man,
pretend
Let's see, it's
it
like,
does.
haha, the donkey, they don't let me be happy.
No, they don't like you be happy. No.
No,
they
and
don't
that's-
let you be happy.
I've seen that a lot. I've seen people be like, I can't be happy until this or until that, or they're rubbing my happiness. And they come up
They're
with all.
robbing my happiness. That is okay. Give me all your happiness.
Here, this is my happiness.
I know it is. I just robbed him his happiness. Oh my goodness. I just.
I mean, it's not wrong. Technology just does bring me a lot of happiness, but it's obviously
Yeah.
it's obviously just a fraction of my happiness. But yeah, it.
I did something that is not gonna make you happy.
Yeah. No, honestly, there's. We sometimes try to blame everyone else for our problems, and it's just because sometimes we're too scared to actually be honest with ourselves.
Is it really being scared, or we don't want to be happy? And it's like, okay, I'm gonna blame someone.
It can be both. There are people that are addicted to being the victim mentality because it's the only way they know how to receive love and affection, through problems, and constantly creating problems to feel loved and to be saved.
Oh my
That I've
goodness.
seen a lot too. Yeah, that's the thing. But
But you have to give me all your happiness now.
okay. Well, then I'm gonna have to give you this one too. This one as well. This one as well.
And everything is in the room. Everything that is in the drawer, in the second drawer
That
to the
drawer.
left, in a black.
Yeah, that my fun drawer. Yeah. Okay, you can have that drawer too.
In a black bag.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So, identify everywhere where you have put the power of like, or the responsibility of your happiness in other people's hands or on other situations. Like,
And other events.
those conditions, basically. I will only be happy if this happens, or if this person does this, or if this happens like this. And you put so many strict conditions that you have so rigid expectations about what comes next, and any beauty that just is right in front of you, around you, you won't see because of it.
So what if you just choose to be happy or unhappy?
Yeah.
Regardless, if
What is
someone
stopping you?
comes,
Like,
if someone comes, I'll steal your happiness.
no, that for me, that's a strong one. I think there's so much value in taking ownership and just being like, I want to be happy now.
Don't worry,
Be happy.
be happy.
We like singing here. So anyway, so with that in mind, I think we'll just kind of leave you with that. Invite you to allow yourself to do the things that make you happy. Don't put
Or
conditions.
unhappy if you're happy being unhappy.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
If you love to be unhappy, clap your hands.
So yeah, honestly, do that. Take the time, allow yourself to, like, if you've sacrificed stupid things to act tough or act in control or act sad or depressed to make other people feel like you care, stop it. It's not helping anyone.
Or to stop them judging you.
If you're giving more power to the fear of rejection than actually to your goals and to your happiness, stop it. Give more power to the actual goals and the things that make you happy.
Goals. Goal! Like that.
I like goals. I'm very goals driven.
You like goals? Like you get the ball and then you score goals?
Oh, I like goals too.
Oh.
Yes. And yeah, just kind of take the time and give yourself some time for you. Doesn't matter what things you're going through, doesn't matter what stresses you have, allow yourself that time to feel just good about yourself. There's a comment here.
There's so many comments there. If you're happy and clap your hands and your face and your ears.
Begonia,
and your feet.
I dream a dream where our comments were read. Me. ¿Qué pasó?
Me.
Oh my goodness, Begonia's comments just showed up now. She has been writing.
You've been commenting.
Roger has been writing. Okay.
Now I'm depressed.
Okay, interesting. So, yeah. So those messages were not seen. So there's some grumpy comments because we didn't read the chat. Let me see.
We read the chat. Don't get grumpy.
It's because we have watch parties too, and all of a sudden I got my phone vibrated. Okay.
I blame Janik because he's not an octopus.
Yes.
Yep. We
so
don't like Janik because he's not an octopus.
Let me see.
Where are your other?
Okay, so I brought up the comments here.
6 hands.
Okay, so.
Okay.
So, Nata and Begonia, they are chatting with each other.
Because we don't chat with them. Oh my god.
We weren't chatting with them. This is funny.
Oh
my goodness.
We love you. The donkey loves you too.
Oh my goodness. And Ruth was here. Oh my goodness.
The donkey sending you kisses.
Okay.
We didn't ignore you.
Oh my goodness.
The donkey loves you.
So, Nata wants the donkey.
Everyone wants the donkey, but it's mine.
Begonia says, usually I was more afraid of being vulnerable than faking a smile. Now that I've tried the other side of the coin, it's totally the opposite. Now I'm afraid of falling into pretending I'm perfect or fine when I'm not. It still takes a lot of me to be authentic. I'm also learning to have fun telling me the truth, even if it's hard sometimes. Begonia says, only Nata is perfect. Nata says, I know.
Obviously.
Ruth says, now I know that. Lose yourself. Perfect. Oh, the kitty.
Janik is not perfect. We just find out today. It's very disappointing.
Begonia, oh, the angry face, Nata, be happy. Begonia says, even when Yannick and Claudia ignore our comments.
You're happy?
Yes.
We
you gotta find happiness when we ignore your comments. Begonia says, now I'm starting with the drama to have fun with it. Brilliant. We embrace it. Nata says he feels rejected. Roger says hi. Hi, Roger.
Hi.
Nata. Nata and Begonia have been having fun with each other.
Oh my goodness, what kind of fun? Do we have pictures? I'm just asking.
Oh my goodness. They want the donkey to dance. And Begonia says, we're having fun because you guys were ignoring us. And Nata says, yes. Sorry, we didn't mean to ignore you.
No, it was the internet thing. So the donkey danced for them?
Yes. So
we make up for the damage done.
The manatee loves when the donkey talks.
Who doesn't love the donkey?
Nata says, I made him feel bad. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
No, the donkey sad with Janik too.
Yeah. Now that we acknowledge the comments, now we went up in views.
Huh.
Can you believe it?
Oh, can you believe that?
Can you believe it?
It was because the donkey was sending kisses and singing and dancing.
And now Nata says he has a fear of rejection because of my fault.
You rejected him.
I rejected.
I didn't reject you. I love you.
Yes.
Janik is bad. Bad Janik. Bad Janik. Bad Janik. Bad Janik. Bad Janik. Bad.
Yes. Okay. So. Sorry about that, guys.
We love you. It was the internet that sucks.
Yes. Now we were having some interesting issues here with things not updating properly, and also having this multiple chats with the watch party in one place and the normal chat.
And then Janik not being an octopus.
And me not being an octopus. So dance, donkey, dance. So now we have to go dance. We have to do a dance. Yes. So, before we let you guys go, because we were wrapping up.
Yeah, we were wrapping up.
We'll wrap up here in a minute then. First of all, thank you very much for being here and
thank you
chatting
for
so much, without us, and finding the joy in this situation where we
finding the joy in chatting
chatting with each other. That's great. Yeah. I'm glad that we could provide you guys with a group chat for you guys to have fun with each other.
Yourself.
Yeah. That sucks.
It sucks ass.
Yes.
Sucks ass.
Ooh,
that makes it better. High five. Woo! Ass makes everything better. See?
Yeah, that was an important lesson of today. Ass makes everything better. So, thank you guys for sticking around all this time with us ignoring the chat.
And talking like parrots.
Yeah, like
except the donkey, he was talking like a donkey.
Yeah, he was pretty chill. So now we love you guys. We will make sure to pay better attention to the chats next time.
We need an octopus.
Yes.
Don't eat it.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be an octopus for Halloween. And just have phones. Oh my goodness, that's the best costume ever. An octopus with phones in every. Oh my goodness.
And you're gonna love that.
I actually like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I need to go have some oxygen now.
Yes. So.
I hold my breath forever now.
Begonia says, "Don't worry, Yannick, have fun with us." Yeah. No, that's such a shame that we didn't see this chat until now. Because we were looking at the other chat that almost had no.
No one chatted with us in the other one. They just ignored us.
Oh my goodness! An old high school friend is here reminiscing on the good old days of our high school.
Goodness.
Hey man, how's it going?
High school.
Where are you at?
Oh my God! Now he's gonna have a private conversation.
Now this is gonna be like, where are you at? What part of the world are you in? This is awesome.
Let's have a coffee.
Yeah, let's have a coffee.
Where's the coffee? Let's make it tequila. Tequila and donkeys.
Yes.
Let's be very Mexican.
Oh, that's funny. No, that's good, man. Seriously, that's awesome. But yeah, we're also waiting for David because he went to the bathroom and he's controlling the stream, and we're just waiting for him to end the stream here. So we're just having fun with David not being here because he's in the bathroom. So sometimes.
So tell us, old friend of high school, what are you up to? Where are you now? Are you 42 too? Or 60? Tell us your real age.
Too good. Okay, so, yeah. Please,
am I starting
please.
to look purple or something?
Yeah, you're starting to look
a little cool.
Yes.
This been yeah.
What's the name of the donkey?
Donkey.
Donkey is the name.
Yeah. Hello, I'm a donkey.
Nata thinks he's called Pedro.
No, it's donkey. Donkey. Or burro.
Begonia says, yes, I want to see Yannick as an octopus.
Yeah, it would be fun. And
I really like that idea.
I would like that idea too.
So he says, I left Halifax in February and ended up coming back in September. That's awesome. I haven't been back in Halifax since 2012 or 13. Holy fuck. Wow.
Halifax, do they have a lot of maple syrup in
They have a lot
Halifax?
of maple syrup, but even better, they have lobster and seafood.
Yes, they have
They have
amazing
really
lobster
good-
now. I
they have
remember.
really good seafood.
Oh my god, they
Uh,
have the best lobster ever, and
yes.
it's so cheap.
Oh my goodness. I miss that. I miss that.
We
Okay.
need to have lobster. What is going on with us? Why are we not having
Do
lobster?
you know they opened a Red Lobster in Santa Fe?
I don't like red lobster.
I haven't tried it. I haven't tried it. There's a comment saying the chairs are awesome.
Yeah.
Louis the XV, what number is that?
15.
Ah, yeah, 15. Louis the 15s. I want this in my life.
Yeah, get them. They're awesome. We fell in love with them since the minute we met them.
I still have the clips. I drove it down to Mexico. I still have the clips here. The transmission is gone, but it's still here. I still have the clips. For those who don't know, that's my first car, and it's still with me today.
He's a hoarder.
Yeah. When it comes to cars, I have emotional attachments to cars. I have 4 cars right now.
He is a hoarder.
Only one of them actually is fully functional. 3
so
of them
just
are kind of
one
useless.
works. He is a hoarder.
But yes, I do have emotional attachments to my cars. That is definitely
just to
a
the
true thing.
cars.
So we're still waiting for David to end the stream.
David,
here,
what's going
but
on?
we're getting. I mean, the chat is more active now.
Okay. Let's have a chat with them. Tell us, everything. Can I have a tequila now?
So Nata wants me to have a duck that's called Juan.
A duck
A duck
that they do quack quack.
that does quack quack. That's called Juan.
No, we want more donkeys. Why
We want
no
more
one has
donkeys.
sent us another donkey? He's so
If any of you
alone.
are artists,
He's gonna be
we
crying.
accept donkeys.
Oh, bye.
No way. Okay, I didn't
What
expect
a
that. Planning a visit to
bee.
Halifax again. A lot has changed here. I should go back. I think after the pandemic, I'll probably plan a trip to Canada and
Have
visit
lobster.
both Halifax and Vancouver because I have many good memories
I
from
love
Canada
Vancouver.
and I kind of miss it. So I
Let's go to the aquarium in Vancouver.
I
They have
love the
the best,
aquarium.
the best sea otters
Oh my
ever.
goodness. We should do an episode of the Unboring Game of Life in Vancouver.
With the sea otters.
Yes. Oh my
God,
goodness.
that's
Yes.
such a good idea.
Oh my goodness. Yes. We haven't been to Vancouver together, have we?
No, never.
Oh my
ever.
goodness. I love Vancouver.
I love Vancouver too.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
I love the sea otters.
But you have never been to Halifax, have you?
No, just Alberta. I was
Okay.
very rough.
Halifax is good. Halifax is good too. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we'll definitely plan that. Manatee says, "Okay, bring the donkey a tequila. The party's about to start."
Exactly.
David, ¿tenemos tequila?
Where is the tequila for the donkey?
¿Tenemos tequila? If we have
He's
tequila,
all by himself.
We will wrap up with a tequila.
Nobody sends a donkey for the donkey. Bad people. Bad.
We had tequila a couple of days
bad
ago,
people.
but I don't know if we finished it or not.
Bad people.
Steve and I were having tequila a couple of nights
Haven't
ago.
you seen how lonely he is?
This is hilarious. We have literally been ignoring the chat. That's cognac. ¿Quieres cognac?
That's cognac. Well, let's have cognac.
Okay, nos traes cognac en la copa de
¿Y tu
los finos.
coñaquera?
Yes.
Este va así solito, ¿verdad?
Solito.
Mhm. Okay, so we don't have tequila, but we're gonna wrap up with a
cognac is a
We're
really.
gonna wrap up with a cognac.
It's a really elegant donkey here.
Mm.
He doesn't do tequila all the time, you know. He can be very classy.
You got the clips, but not the long hair anymore. I see. Yeah, I guess I
You
have
had long hair.
one time I had hair until here. I had very long hair.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We'll have cognac.
Unos 2 centímetros.
Poquito.
Um,
Tequila is better when you're dying.
Nata says dance for us.
Who is gonna dance? The donkey already danced.
No, he said
like
I should dance.
Oh yeah, go and dance for them.
We'll dance with the
Dance with the donkey.
Hace falta el traje verde.
Yummy. Thank you very much.
Okay. So to kind of wrap up, we say
Oh
thank
my
you guys.
god, this is good. It smells.
Yeah, I
so
just
good.
opened it up yesterday. I haven't actually tasted it. I
Oof.
poured it into my.
Oh my god, it smells so good. Smell
but,
this.
yes. So we love you guys.
We love you. Cheers.
Sorry for ignoring the chat for a little while.
We didn't really ignore you.
We didn't really see this chat, but you guys are the best.
It didn't really pop up.
And no, it's not on the rocks because that's for whiskey. I don't like cognac on the
No,
rocks. Actually,
cognac should be
she
hot.
got me a beautiful heater to heat it up and make it even more strong.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. So with that in mind, we say goodbye. We cheers.
Bye. Cheers. Love
And
you guys.
see you next week.
Thank
and
you
we
for
promise
watching.
to be there from the beginning on the chat. And yeah, have a good one. We love you guys.
Love you. Thank you. This is good.
Ok, ya puedes terminar los streams.
Ah, ya.
Yeah. We're still live.